Hello again and welcome to Tommy Travers' football predictions, Gaelic football predictions. Going to do two predictions now on the Leinster semi-finals. Both of them are out of Croke Park because they're just not getting the crowds in Croke Park, and it's costing, I'd say, too much money to open it up. And it is better having them in provincial grounds anyway, I think, because there's no atmosphere in Croke Park when you have only a couple of thousand in there. It's no use, it's such a big stadium. It needs to be at least half full anyway. It needs to be full really to get the atmosphere, and you're not going to get with semi-finals get anything near that. So they're putting them into the provincial grounds, which is a good idea. So the first match I'm going to do now is Meath against Dublin. Now Meath had a good win yesterday against Offaly. Offaly were winning by 10 points at half time. Now I know with the 2 pointers now that can be taken down fairly quick. Now Mickey Hart was given out about the 2 pointers, that you can only have 11 players, 12 players back now. You have to have three forward like. But I don't know, like I think it's the same for every team. I don't mind about that 2 pointers. Like if you can get a shot from out 40 yards, put it over the bar, you deserve to get 2 points for it. I think it's a good idea. And it's trying to get these teams to bring their defence out a bit, because they're packing it all in, covering off that area there around the where the parallelogram is and all the square and all that area. So it's trying to get them to bring the players out a bit, I think, anyway. So overall, I think it's a good idea, the 2 pointers. It's the same for both teams. And if you have good players that are able to shoot from that distance and score for you, it's great. If you haven't, then, well, you're in trouble. That's it. You're always in trouble if you haven't got good forwards in any Gaelic match. But anyway, I'm going to have to do a prediction now for Meath against Dublin. And while Meath came back from 10 points down and won the match, I think they won by 6 in the finish. Dublin were playing Wicklow down in Auckland, which is not an easy place to go either. Now, Wicklow, I think, were winning by a point at half time, but Dublin did win in the end. And they have a good few new players now, but they still have a lot of good players, Conor Callaghan and Kilkenny, and they still have a good bunch of lads there. So they'll be still well favourites for Leinster. But in this match with Meath anyway, Meath I'd say will give them a fairly good match. It'll be a help to Meath probably that it's out Croke Park. I think it's in Portlaoise. So there'll be a good Dublin crowd there anyway, and Meath crowd. So it's said to be a good atmosphere. I think Dublin will win that. I think Meath will probably give them a good match, but I think Dublin will win it. Although there's a Dublin man running Meath now, and he does seem to be getting better results than Colin O'Rourke got. But we can see, like, when it comes to the championship, that's what counts. The league is okay, but it's the championship. You have to produce it in the championship. And win a Leinster. It's not easy. Like Dublin are going for the 15th Leinster in a row. The last time they were beaten was in 2010, and Meath actually beat them in the semi-final. They got 5 goals that day. I don't know what happened. Dublin, it just must have been a freak sort of a thing happened, and Meath beat them. And Meath, then there was big controversy about the match with Louth. I honestly think Louth won that match. They were absolutely robbed in that match the way it went, But that's the way it ended up anyway. Unfortunately for Louth, they didn't. There was no replay. Meath didn't offer replay. I thought they should have, but they didn't. But that was the last time that Meath have won a Leinster, 2010. So anyway, I'm going to go for Dublin to shade down. Now the next match I'm going to do is Kildare against Louth. Now Kildare barely got over Westmeath on Saturday night in Newbridge. It's a very, very tight match. Kildare was losing into the second half. They came back, well, they got 2 goals. I said when I was doing the prediction on it that they needed to score goals, and they did score 2 goals, and they didn't let in any goals. Now, I thought Westmeath didn't really go for goals. They went for a goal in the finish area and it was blocked. But they didn't go for goals during the match. Now, they were getting through Kildare's defence and they were scoring very good points. You know, they did really put it up to Kildare. They were very fit. They were very well prepared. It was a very even match. And in all honesty, could have went either way. Do you know what I mean? Kildare were probably had a bit of luck in the end to win it. Hold out. They went 4 points up. And Westmeath got it back to 2 points. They got a free with about 2 minutes to go, or a minute and a half to go, whatever it was. And they could have went for a goal. Now, they'd went for a goal before that in the play and it got blocked down. Now, Kildare had a load of players in the goal mouth, but I thought he would have went for a goal, but he didn't. He put it over, and his idea was, I think, and it wasn't a bad idea really when you think of it, that the kick out had to come out and they were hopefully that they'd win it and get a 2-pointer, and it would have pushed it to extra time, which, do you know what I mean? When it goes to extra time, anything can happen then. It's a complete new match then again. But anyway, Kildare won it by 2 points. That's all that counts now. They're into the semi-final. They're playing Louth. Now, Louth got it hard yesterday to beat Laois, but they still won. They hadn't got Mulroy playing. I don't know if he has an injury or not, but he wasn't playing and he's their best forward. Now, he'll definitely be back, I think, for the Kildare match. It's Sunday week in Tullamore, as far as I know, at 2 o'clock. So that's another neutral venue for both teams. So there'll be a fair crowd there from both sides, I'd say, you know. Louth are trying for their to get into their third Leinster final, and I'd say now they're aiming to win a Leinster final, because they gave Dublin a good match last year in the Leinster final. Brennan has the Dublin fella that running them, has them playing well, and they are doing well. So it's going to be a very hard match for Kildare now to win. Kildare, as far as I know, Louth, at the moment I think there's no price in the movies, but Louth, Kieran Whelan was on the sport last night on RT, and he sort of thinks, you know, he thinks Louth. I'm not surprised, and I'm going for Louth, you know, but Louth definitely will be favourites. But Kildare, for to win it, they're going to have to play better. Their defence is definitely going to have to play better, and probably their attack as well. And what you call them are Louth are a better team than Westmeath, I think. Definitely think they're a better team. And, you know, they are coming up now in Leinster in the last couple of years, since Brennan went with them. Mickey Hart went with them. He brought them on a bit, and then Brennan came in. So anyway, I'm going to have to do a prediction on this, and I'm going to chance Kildare, my own team. I'm going to chance that they're going to win it. So hopefully Kildare get into the Leinster final. Okay, Shinna will, thank you.